Hello, my dog loving friends. Today, we're going to do something different. So, I ask that you bear with me. I have a point. I'm going to get somewhere with this. Today is story time. A few years ago, I stumbled upon a book series that I fell in love with and I buy for Athena for birthdays and Christmas, whatnot. They are her nighttime bedtime stories, and they have some new stories that they just released. So I ordered them for Christmas. And of course, when they get here, I have to read them. And as soon as I read this one, I thought I have to share this with my students. So today is story time. I'm going to read you The Little Brain People by Andrew Newman. So here we go. Trust me, I'm going somewhere with this. The Little Brain People, to all who think. Once upon a time, on a very ordinary day, deep in the center of a very ordinary brain, a scary thing happened. Deep in the center of this brain lived the little brain people. Dopamine was very good at solving puzzling problems and making challenging choices. His twin sister, serotonin, was best at growing feelings of love, joy, and happiness. On most days, you could see the twins happily relaxing in the front of the brain, but not on this day. On this day, there was a problem. A loud, clattering bang gave serotonin and dopamine a fright. A very big fright. Ah! Yelled serotonin, curling up into a ball, whimpering. The world is falling on our heads, shouted dopamine, running to hit the panic button. Cousin Adrenaline jumped into action, bursting from his security watchtower, barking instructions. Danger, danger, danger. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's not safe. The echoing screams of frightened little brain people filled all the pathways with worry and fear as everyone braced for lockdown. In the cloud of chaos, serotonin and dopamine collided and started fighting for no good reason. Totally overwhelmed, the whole brain just froze. Luckily, antioxytocin had missed all the drama. She had been sitting on the potty. Whoa, 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 what happened here? She said, her teeth chattering. She paused, breathing calmly, wondering how to help her panicked, frozen friends. They must be having a yucky brain moment, said Oxytocin. I know what to do. She walked to the front of the brain and gently touched the all clear reset button. Beautiful music played as Oxytocin's calming voice flowed through all the frozen pathways. That's pretty cute. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. Ah, sighed serotonin and dopamine, taking deep breaths while wiggling their fingers and toes. Oh well, huffed Adrenaline as he skulked back to the watchtower, knowing that his job was done. The twins chatted happily as they returned to the front of the brain. That was scary, said serotonin. I'm sorry I got mad at you. I feel happy again. I'm sorry too, replied dopamine. That was so confusing for me. I'm glad I can think clearly now. That night, the twins snuggled together with their family of little brain people, grateful to be feeling safe and loved once again. They all got the best night's sleep ever. The end. And then at the end, they always have like a little activity that you can do. And I think it's pretty cool because they have like a little chart that you can talk about with your kids. So why in heaven's name did I share this with you? I shared this with you because number one, if you have kids in the house, I think having resources like this are invaluable to really teaching your kids. I mean, let's be honest. When did you find out, learn about serotonin and dopamine and oxytocin and adrenaline? Was it 2 minutes ago when I read the book? Right? We all know that adrenaline is the fight or flight, but do we know more about the other chemicals? No. So I think this is great that we are teaching, that we have the ability to teach our kids about this early on and to teach them that they can have a yucky brain moment and how to move through that yucky brain moment. So that I think is pretty cool. But more importantly, the reason that I'm sharing it with you is that I want you to understand that your dogs can have yucky brain moments as well. They have hormones and chemicals very similar to us, right? They have all of these chemicals. Of course, we don't know exactly that they work exactly the same as they do in humans, but we know that adrenaline is fight or flight. We know that they have oxytocin and serotonin, like all of those things that we have, our dogs have as well. And that means that they can have yucky brain moments as well. And I think that's really important for you to understand. And just like the book, a yucky brain moment can be triggered by a sound. It can be triggered by something that they see. It can be the trash truck. It could be another dog looking at them funny when they're out on a walk. And before you know, all the chemicals flood the pathways. Their brain freezes. They have a yucky brain moment. And then we are asking for them to be cognitive during this yucky brain moment. And it doesn't work, right? So your job as a guardian is to act like that oxytocin and just calm the situation. You are safe. You are safe. You are safe. How do you do that? It's not by saying you're safe, you're fine. It's okay. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's about controlling your breathing, controlling your emotions, making sure that you are presenting a calm, safe place for your dog to have their yucky brain moment, not for you to have your own yucky brain moment with them, but to help them through their yucky brain moment, right? And if you can use food helps release oxytocin, which is why your trainers are always telling you to use food during training. It makes your dog feel better, right? So help your dog through their yucky brain moments, knowing that once the oxytocin starts to flow through their pathways, they will return to themselves, right? Everything will go back to normal. So I hope that having this simplified explanation of your dog's emotional response to a yucky brain moment is helpful for you. I sometimes struggle with other trainers because they use all these, when you get into the science of dog training, it can be pretty confusing. And I think a lot of trainers try to use confusing verbiage for you because they want you to it strokes their ego when they know all the scientific words and all the blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't necessarily do you a lot of good. And so I want you to kind of take this simplified version and basically know that, look, you as a human can have yucky brain moments. Your dogs can have yucky brain moments too, and how to move through them together. So I hope you have enjoyed story time today. Again, I know it's a little different, but I thought it was just such a great resource. So I hope that you have found this information helpful, and that the next time your dog has a yucky brain moment, you can remember that oxytocin can come. You are safe, and flood those pathways until everything returns to normal. So until next time, may you always have a dog to love.